5, 4, 3,
Let's do
2,
this shit.
1. Happy New Year for the multi-podcast.
Let's go. Yes. Okay. Hello, Andrea. How are you today?
Hey, Ben. Very good. And you? Good to see
Great.
you.
Good to see you too.
Good to see you.
Welcome to the multis, everybody. Listen, we're recording this on November 6th.
Yes.
Yes.
What happened today?
There was a big election in the world. The most important political event for Russia was happening today. And I stole that joke from somebody, but I think it's still a good joke. So listen, we need to make a bit of a statement here today because we have been accused of election interference.
Yes.
Obviously, we had, as you know, in our first episode, if you listen closely, we had Donald Trump as a candidate invited to the podcast. And then, of course, what happens a week later, he wins the election. And people say that we gave him a platform on the multis.
Yes, that's the reason why he had like multi votes.
Yes.
I
like what you did there. It was very good. So he had a lot of votes, multi-votes.
Multi-votes.
And yes, I mean, there is definitely our podcast has a huge influence on current events.
Yes.
We
need to be careful who we invite.
We need to be careful
what we say because apparently it's making like big impact in the world.
Yes. So we've reached out to Kamala Harris campaign. A little bit too late for that, but
actually we were the ones who were on the phone with her. Then when she moved, actually was the camera.
I have not seen that.
You didn't
see
that?
No, wait, so tell me.
She was like, "Hi, oh, you just fell, thank you," and then she did like this, and it was just the camera.
Oh my god!
So it was like,
so
you were not on the phone with anyone.
Oh my god! So this is why this is happening.
I love it. It's comedy content.
It's a lot of comedy content.
What can I say?
Coming from every side of the political spectrum.
Yes, exactly.
Anyway, we don't live in this country. Why do we care?
Actually, that's the reality. And I'm from Venezuela. I'm from a country that politics actually are more fucked up. So believe me.
So do you think Trump will fix Venezuela as many of the people in your country hope?
I don't know. Let's see.
I think he's gonna send back all of these gangsters back to Venezuela.
I don't want him to send the gangsters back. I want him to put them in jail. That's the way how he could help Venezuela. Actually put them in jail to the bad guys because they're not gonna be in Venezuela in jail.
So we need to be careful also not to have like relaying the talking points of it's all bandits coming into the USA because again we're gonna cause multiple election wins for the right-wing party in the US, which we're supposed to be neutral. We're multi.
Yes, we're multi, exactly. And random thing, going back to our episode number 2. Remember Mo Deng?
Yes.
So she actually was able to forecast the winner. Did you see that in the news?
No, I didn't see.
So they put her like two watermelons or something like that. One with the name of Kamala and the other one name of Donald Trump. And she picked the Donald Trump one. And they said like, oh, Donald Trump is going to win because Mo Deng actually she predicted it. So Mo Deng also is part of this multi-podcast.
My wife tried to do the same test with me. She put one piece of camembert. It was Kamala Harris, and then she put one piece of Roquefort. It would be Donald Trump, and it was impossible to predict because I ate both.
And that's the reason why you're Swiss. Yay!
Why? These are French cheeses. Oh my god!
I know, but because you chose neutrality, you're neutral, so you ate both of them.
Okay, I got it.
Right?
Yes.
Who won there? Lactose. Pam pam.
I should have been more tuned into the whole Swiss is neutral thing. After all, I got the passport.
I mean, I will be able to get the passport soon.
So anyway, for those of you, we don't want to divide our audience, and some people are pretty upset today, and our sincere apologies. We didn't we've been accused of every word today, like literally my phone ringing nonstop. What did you do, Benjamin, on your multi-podcast? And we're sorry.
And for me on my side, some people were calling me saying like, hey, thank you very much. So We had both sides. People were like, thank you. Oh my God, my cryptocurrency is so high now. I'm like, I don't know. I guess you're welcome. I don't know. Sorry, you're welcome. It's multi things here.
It's so multi. Okay.
Venezuela will be fixed. That's the only thing I can say. So
It will not.
I know.
It's unfixable. I'm sorry. I love the people of Venezuela.
It's true. It's unfixable. Yeah. But yeah. So you know what also is unfixable nowadays?
Tell me.
The
Must be written on your phone.
Maybe
What are
it's
you,
written.
Kamala? Look, it's stupid. It's just her camera. Okay, tell us.
So maybe we can talk about some things that are happening in the world. Apparently, there are some international crying spots around all over the world.
Well, I mean, it's very useful today because a lot of people are crying.
Exactly.
So where are they crying? What? So I actually didn't. So this is something you saw.
Yes,
Tell
yes.
me about
Apparently,
it.
so apparently people are connecting each other online and everything to express like, hey, you can find actually crying spots. This is a great crying spot if you want to cry alone or if you want to feel like a bit of privacy, etc. And I think it's cool.
I think it takes us back to our first podcast about when there's too much freedom. This is stupid. What are you?
Okay, Donald Trump.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
This is the
now
big
it's
insult
stupid
now.
to cry and to
Well,
have feelings.
I guess you can call me that because I guess that means I'm now the president of the United States of America. So listen,
It's stupid
there's been, you know what? Call me a conservative, but there's a reason why the bathroom is the best place to cry. Bathroom crying. This is how you're supposed to do it. Like, do they? First of all, give me some example of these crying spots.
Could be parks, could be
Who goes to cry in
cozy
a
cafes as well. So you can discuss.
Who goes to cry in public? In a cozy cafe?
I mean, people want attention.
Oh.
I mean, there's so many reasons why you want to cry. Either because actually something bad happened to you and you cannot control where to cry. That has happened to me.
So you
Like-
just cry
Like, for
if
example,
you cannot control.
yeah, you just cry. You just cry. But then while you're crying, maybe you're like, actually, it's a great spot to cry. How do you identify that? Who was the first person who had this idea? I have questions.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd have answers as well.
I don't have answers. I can only tell you that I have been one person crying in public because of different reasons. Okay?
Yes. You're very emotional.
I'm very emotional.
I cried in public last night.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
In your show, in your friend shows.
Yeah,
but
because
of
it was the
happiness.
last one.
Oh, but forever.
Well, for a while, because I had to make space for my solo show.
It's true because
And
you
as
are
you know,
super successful in your solo
We
show.
are multis and we work in multinationals as well.
Mhm.
So the time dedicated to this art is very seldom.
Art.
And therefore, I had to make some room for
your
the solo
success.
show. And so
Wow.
therefore, I announced to the audience this was the last one. And I thanked them for other good years. And when I did that, I broke down in tears.
No way.
So the stage of Comedy House in Zurich is a great place to cry. You can do it in front of 200 people.
Yes.
And
you
and-
will be
you will be applauded. Actually,
about
and
it.
then they stood up and they gave me a standing ovation for the crying. No, they were just thankful for the past 3
Did
years.
they pay you more? They could have just
Oh, I could have set
That's
up
the whole
some kind
point of selling, like to
tipping,
have
to
you
have
know
tears.
tears. Yeah, of course, on stage. It's like, thank you. Can you give me a little bit of money? And people will be like, of course.
Okay, so this is for you a great place to cry in front of the camera, so you
Definitely,
can,
like in
okay.
every reality show you see, if someone wants to be like picked for any competition or something, like, and then my mom told me that, something like this.
Well, you know, for America Got Talent or any of these like shows, people who bring the crying story are the ones who go further and win.
Yes,
You need
yes.
some kind of broken family. You're single parent,
Yes.
and you're taking care of your kid,
Yeah.
and you got laid off, and you don't know how to make ends meet, but you're dedicated to the art,
Exactly.
and we're shaking our
and
heads.
we're doing.
I don't know why we're doing this.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know
Well, you can do it. But,
I can do it. Oh, yeah, you want to do the DNA test?
do I? Yes, 4.
Me?
You.
Yes, but
Yes.
are we gonna edit this if I say why? Maybe I shouldn't say it.
No, it's fine.
To be able to express myself the
Okay,
way
now
I
we're in
want.
episode 4, so we can talk about it.
Are you sure?
That we're in episode 4. Listen, so if you're not following the show on YouTube, just do, and then laugh at the fact that the person sitting next to me, Andrea Ramirez, has thought herself black for decades.
Decades, my whole life, since my day number 1 in this planet. And the reason why is because my 2 grandparents, I mean, I'm from Venezuela, meaning that I'm very mixed, right? So my 2 grandparents, they were very, very dark, like tan, right? And then my grandmas were very white. So
somehow one of the
and they have curly hair, and somehow, yeah, I was told like you are half black and half white.
Yes. So, like, if you watch it, the video is pretty hilarious. And so, she has never questioned this, even though this person, Andrea Ramirez, has a mirror that she sees herself every day, and she looked at it for 30-something years and kept repeating to herself, "You're half black, half white." This is amazing.
I mean,
the nerve. The nerve. I guess, I don't know, maybe in Venezuela that was like, okay.
But I mean, look at my hair, it's very curly.
Yes, but usually this is not what you look at to tell.
And you put me some music and I will dance it, not like a white chick.
Okay, prove it.
Okay.
Yole, yole, yole.
But yeah, so the thing is that I had this idea in my mind. I had an identity. I knew who I was for 30-something years of my life. Thank you for the something. And then these comedians, friends of mine, I told them that I was half black. And then they are like, "No, Andrea, do you have any proof of this? Because we don't believe you." And I was like, "Yeah, sure. These are my grandparents." And then they were like, "They're not black. It's just a white and black picture." And I was like, "But if you see closely," and I was like making like a zoom,
that. So first
like
of all,
zooming them, they were like, and then Ruben.
I was there when this happened, and we had an international multiracial committee to decide whether you were. So first of all, we didn't need any proof. We're like, "You are not white. Sorry, you're not black. Why? You think you tricked me? You've suddenly turned black? You have not. You're still." You're whiter than me.
Actually,
what are you talking about?
You know, I'm so white. The last time I tried to tan, I got a skin cancer, and they remove it.
That took a dark turn suddenly. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I had a carcinoma here, but it's fine. They just took it out, and that's it. I'm fine.
So anyway, so nobody believed you for 1 second. And you're like, "Yes, I can show you the proof. I have black grandparents." And so, okay, you know, this multiracial committee was awaiting in expectations. You pull out the pictures. There's nothing black about these grandparents.
I mean, I don't know. I think you need...
Okay, you need...
But whatever. The thing is that, whatever. I am whatever I want.
This is what comedy does to you. Whatever self-conception you have about yourself, comedy will sort you out pretty fast.
The most toxic relationship that I've ever been in my life is with comedy. It's a love and hate. It's like, "You took everything from me."
So where are you at right now?
Are
you in a positive curve, or are you in a rut?
I am in a moment that I feel like I want to be in like fetal position and cry. But I'm getting better. Yeah, I'm getting better.
Great. It means you're growing as a comedian.
I'm growing as a comedian, yes.
I have never... Honestly, one of the best moments in my life is when you bomb for the first time.
Oh my God. That day I will never forget.
I was so
your
happy.
Face. Your face. He was like, his face was like,
So I never...
His eyes were shining and you were like, welcome to comedy, real comedy.
I used to hate bombing because I thought this is so uncomfortable when a comedian is not doing well and you suffer for them. And watching you bomb was the first time I enjoyed it so much because, okay. You need to talk about the situation. So first of all, I realized that when you start stand-up comedy, usually, actually, the first few times it goes super well.
Yes.
People love you. You're
Yeah.
full of energy, and you're like, okay,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
keep doing it. And after 3-4 times you did great,
Yeah.
you start to think, hey, maybe
Yeah.
I've been chosen by the comedy gods.
Yes.
And all of these losers who are still at the open mic,
It's like, let me show you what
me-
comedy is.
let me show you how you get to Netflix in 6 months. And what was best about it is like you invited all of your colleagues, which are also mine. And they came there and you bombed your ass off for 5 minutes. And it was the first time that I could see the beauty of
You were like-
bombing. And I felt like like a horrible person. Like, I can't believe I've become so sadistic that I'm enjoying this.
I was like, what the fuck? This is the guy who encouraged me to do comedy, and he's at the same time enjoying that I'm destroying myself on this stage. And then his words were like, sit, I'll get you a gin tonic. I was like, at least I got a free gin tonic.
And the more you were crying, the more I was laughing.
And you were like, but why are you crying?
Okay, so I tell you, maybe it's because I had a very similar bomb story. That was even worse. Okay,
yeah.
So do you know the King Gong show in London? Have you
You
heard
told
about
me,
this?
but they need to listen to this because
I
this is
told you
very
already?
good. Yeah, you
Well,
told me
then
that day.
there's no point telling.
No, tell
Oh,
them.
I told you that day? Okay.
Yeah.
So I signed up for the King Gong. I think no idea what it is, type of a show. I just know that this is an open mic. And this is how you can get booked to the Comedy Store if you do a good set. So I'm like, oh, maybe, this is my path to start getting booked at the Comedy Store. And I could, see myself like getting booked there. And then, so if you've ever been to the King Gong, it's horrible. It's the audience. It's like the circus of Rome. The audience wants to see blood from the comedian, and they find it so funny when they fail. So audiences have ways to boo. So first of all, they all boo the comedians like as soon as something starts that they don't like, and then 3 people have a card, and if those 3 people raise the cards, you're gonged. So that's why I said it's King Gong, and if you're gonged, you have to leave the stage. Sometimes they're so mean that somebody just shows up and they think it's very funny to gong the person, and he hasn't said anything. 3 people raise the card and gong, and everybody thinks it's hilarious. So it's not really about like the audience.
Worst nightmare.
The audience watching the comedian suffer is part of the entertainment. So I'm watching this and I'm decomposing. I'm completely decomposing. I'm like, what have I done? And the worst part is I used to live in London. And so I had these friends from the time, and I said to them, hey, I've been doing comedy for a couple of years now. And, like, maybe I said I've become good at it. Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, my God. If I said I've become good at it, I'm so cringing.
I'm half famous.
Like, maybe I didn't say I'm good at it, but I said, hey, I would love for you to see, like, the level that I'm at right now. And that's all. So I've got 6 friends, who are all people with good careers, like old bankers and stuff like that. And I'm the only one who's fucked up like their destiny with comedy. And so so they all here, and so I'm decomposing, and then sometimes I look at them and I can see like they're super worried for me, and they're rightly so. So I come on stage, and I used to have this open. I still have opener about being French, and so I say I'm French. Already somebody a card because we're in the UK. And then I do a first joke, and then second joke, and half of the audience laughs. The other one doesn't like it. They go boo. So the second card is up. And then I do a third joke, and I remember I swallowed my saliva because, like in the cartoons. And I felt the energy of the crowd going after my throat. This is how I felt. I felt like an animal,
Oh.
and that the crowd has seen blood, they've seen weakness, and they jump at me, and so they all go boo. Third card,
No.
gone. 37 seconds.
Jesus.
I was on stage
I didn't know that part.
for
37
37 seconds.
Ow. Oh my God. I mean, you just said you were French. That was it.
And I honestly, I had never seen anyone bomb so hard until I saw you bombing. I'm joking.
Which actually, now I'm going to kiss your ass. But actually, if this is my future in comedy, then it's not that bad.
Oh, so multi. We're multi-love.
Yes.
Yes.
This guy is doing comedy in 3 languages. I don't know in which languages I should do comedy.
I don't know either.
English, Spanish,
Yes.
and PS.
So I didn't have a crying spot after that happened. Actually, we left at halftime. My friends were like, "Come on, Ben, we're taking you for a drink."
Oh,
And
they
then
were not. Oh my God.
we were sitting around the table, and the energy was so low.
Oh no.
It was not silent. And then my best friend from childhood, he was like, I think it's because you were wearing the jacket.
No. I love when they have no idea about comedy and then they want to give you like advices. At least this was like this, but mine was like, "Hi, Andrea." Well, they hugged me and then they were like, "Maybe you need to write different ways on how to like improve these jokes." And I was like, "What the fuck? You don't even do comedy. Shut the fuck up."
People, your colleagues said that? Oh, that is cringe.
Yes, I know. And I'm like, "Man, you're not even funny." But yeah, so for me it was worse. That was the reason. That was the
And by
reason
the
why
way,
I cried even
if you're
harder.
listening, this person who told you this, not everybody needs to be funny, okay?
Yeah.
You're still very...
Open mic sometimes is like that. I mean, also you're a nice person. I'm not gonna say if you're a girl or a boy, because then it would be too obvious. But I mean, that's open mic. That's a beauty of open mic. You can be there and you can maybe forget everything and you just do like bibbidi bop beep boop boop. Like our friend.
I'm a scat man. Okay, so we started from crying spaces.
Yes, crying
so
spaces. So we have had
many people are crying today.
yeah, and also
I don't know. Did you see? Was the office a little bit emptier than usual today? I cannot think.
I don't know what are you talking about? What office?
I mean, not some office.
Some offices around the world.
It's like a funeral in here. We're not, because we are so over politics.
Honestly, like
We think
from where
it's-
I'm from, it's like
We think it's BS.
yeah, whatever. Another election,
And
another thing.
France is the new Venezuela, actually,
Actually,
when it comes
I
to
think
politics.
that I have this thing that maybe Venezuela is like a simulation on how to destroy a rich country with with politics, not with what's
Yeah, you're very articulate. This is what
we need to edit this part.
No. I want the world to see that behind this attitude of like, oh, I know everything.
saying
You
is
can't string a sentence together.
I'm bumping right now. So let me cry over here.
And I'm loving
it's like,
it.
It's like with propaganda, It's so with populism, how to destroy a country so easily, and I think this is replicating to many countries in the world. I'm just saying, and yours maybe is not that far from that
Not far at all.
at all.
Next French presidential election is going to be a disaster.
When is the next
This is
one?
what I
Like in
predict.
4 years?
No, it is next year.
But you had one recently, no?
No, that was parliament election.
Ah, okay.
Is it
Le
next year?
Parlement.
What year are we?
2024.
I don't even know when is the next one. But
What
it's-
year?
oh yeah, no, next year. It's every 5 years.
You,
For a second, I thought we were in America every 4, but no, every 5.
every 5.
Yeah. So
Ah.
2025.
We used to have every 4 years. Then the stupid show this. Change it to 6, and then he changed it to have unlimited re-elections, which is like the whole point of having a republic is to not have unlimited elections. Is to change, is variation, but no.
Yeah.
Look at them. They still
Look at it.
Look at that. But I'm in Switzerland.
Yeah.
You're Swiss.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
We decide everything.
We decide where to cry.
This should be to the Swiss vote. Yes or no for crying spaces?
They would say no. It's like, because they're showing emotions and that's not okay. 9.
I honestly, it makes me a little bit cringe, this whole concept of, let's share the best places to cry.
You know what's more cringy?
Because people, they go there to force themselves to cry in front of other people. I believe in real emotions. If you need to cry, you cry.
Yeah.
Which is what I did yesterday.
No, that to me, that's the most artistic way of closing a show. Is like, c'est la vie, merci, voilà.
Okay. I'm not offended at all.
You know another thing that is very cringy?
What?
To rent a friend. Or
Yes.
to rent company, to rent a boyfriend, to rent someone that can be your company for a few hours just to talk.
It's called escorting.
Yeah, but duh.
Duh. Sorry, that took a
Like,
90-degree turn.
escorting, and guess what? It has a French name.
It was invented in French.
Is it French name? It's a
No.
French word.
No.
Escorting
No.
sounds.
Bordel is a French word.
Bordel, el burdel en español.
Le bordel.
El burdel. No, well, the thing is that in Japan, you are able to rent someone who can fake he's your or she is your family member, and you can take this person to like parties, or if you just want to have someone to just talk, or like actually that person just listens to you. They don't even need to talk, and they would be there like eating, having dinner with you, and you just need to like talk and pretend that it's your family, and that person will also pretend back.
I've thought about a business for renting children. Because a lot of
Okay.
people, they say
Yeah.
they want children. No, not. Come on, man. That's awful. So
Of course it's awful, but
no,
it's a joke.
but rent a family, like, because a lot of people say, I want to have a family and
Yeah.
everything, but actually,
Yeah.
the everyday work of having children and a family, it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
So you have a company, you rent children.
Yeah.
That when you come back from work, you open the door and they come and run and hug you like children do.
That's so sad.
But it's just for an hour, because then they don't go into the whole I'm tired and like mess up everything. So you just rent them for the good moments. I think it would be a great business.
That is called to be an uncle. That exists already, and guess what? It's for free.
Nice.
Remember, like, what
Yeah,
was it?
I didn't
Like,
think about
I
that.
went to meet my family. I have family in Milan. My cousin, he's like my brother and the wife, and then they have 4 kids. And I was there. They all wanted to be with me. They were like, and hugging me and like, look at this, look at that. Had this food, have this drink. They all love me, and I was like, this is beautiful.
Yeah, and then you don't have to deal with the homework.
And then you're like, bye. You're the cool person, and then you leave.
Oh man, I would have been a great uncle.
Mm.
I would have been a much better uncle than a
Than a
dad. For sure.
Yeah, you should be with your family right now.
Instead of recording podcasts.
Yeah,
Like,
talking
you don't
about
have
like imagine renting a family and your family's like, dude, what the fuck? What about renting a dad? They can rent a dad, and you can rent a fake family just for the good moments. That's multi.
That is multi-psychiatry. Like right there. What just happened? Okay.
Well,
I guess I have some thinking to do.
yes. Food for thoughts.
Yes, food for thoughts. I mean, not that I need more food. More thoughts, maybe.
Maybe more thoughts.
see.
I don't need more thoughts. You don't need more foods.
Anyway, Well, I think actually, upon realizing that I am a terrible husband and father, this is how we should end the podcast.
Yes. So go with your family.
And I should hurry up back home.
Yes.
Everybody, it's been a pleasure.
You've
kind
been
of
lovely.
like talking to you, even though we're not really talking to you, but we're talking at you.
Exactly.
To us, to each other.
Thank you for
We
listening
love
to
you.
us.
Yeah. You are multis, just like we're multis.
Yes. We love you so much. Thank you so much. And everything that finishes in much.
This is how we build a relationship with an audience. We love you. Please don't leave.